We've seen countless affordable leggings, shorts, sports bras, even tops on this channel, but I have not done a video on Amazon affordable jackets. So that's what we're doing today. I found a bunch of Amazon's top rated active jackets. We kind of got all different kinds, some that lean a little more like sweatshirt hoodie, and then some that are classic like full zip activewear jackets. Some of these look pretty promising, and if there's something I love, it's a nice zip up jacket with little zip pockets, maybe even thumb holes, just for like my walks and, you know, layering over my gym pieces. So let's see if any of these live up to their highly rated Amazon reviews. I mostly got smalls, but I also threw in some mediums in there just for fun, because sometimes I want a jacket that is pretty snug. Other times I want a jacket that has a little bit of room underneath for layering. Okay, up first we have the Altiland half zip pullover cropped jacket. So I do have full lengths today, but we are starting out with a cropped jacket. It's not super cropped though, so I think I'm actually gonna really like the length. I think it'll kind of just hit like a little bit over the legging waistband. So not like cropped where you're gonna be showing skin, but doesn't go like over your butt. So I got a size small/4. This definitely seems like it comes from AliExpress. So almost all Amazon brands also come from AliExpress, and you can usually find them a lot cheaper on AliExpress. Like all of the jackets today are like $30 to like $38, which I feel like we could probably find these on AliExpress for cheaper. But the trade-off is Amazon stuff comes in like a couple days, and AliExpress stuff can take like 1 to 2 months, and the shipping's less reliable. So I wish the Amazon people didn't mark it up like 2 times, but anyways, here it is. It has this nice like thickened little tunnel neck section, and I kind of like this as opposed to hoods, just because I don't really wear hoods a lot personally, and I kind of like that it has like a little bit of a boxy shape. It's made of actually like a sleek performance legging type material, so should be very like sweat wicking. The sleeves have little elastic cuffs, and it's a half zip, so it goes down halfway. It has a little kangaroo pocket. Kind of reminds me of the shape of like the Lululemon funnel neck scuba half zip, except very, very different material. So let's try it on. Okay, so here it is. I think that this one is cute, a little bit different from a lot of Amazon like active style jackets I see. So this one is a small. It's got like a pretty boxy shape, and it's about like a midi crop length. So if you lift your arms, you'll see some skin, but it's not so cropped that you're walking around showing skin without even like trying. Oh, I didn't even notice, but there's a little draw cord here. So you can actually do the drawstring and make it like a little more of like a kind of bubbly type look here. Got a kangaroo pocket. It's not super secure, so things could fall out. Nice to have the pocket option. The ends of the sleeves are little like bungee elastics, which I feel like kind of goes with like the little poopiness when you do the bungee cord here. And you have a pretty high collar, so I would probably wear it like maybe mostly zipped up or just a little bit down like this. I would probably consider this like a half zip, but you could do a full zip here if you're really feeling like you want some coverage. Zipper quality is pretty good. It's like one of those kind of plastic zippers, not getting any catching. Here is the back, and I like that this one is like a sleek performance material. You don't see that a lot in jackets, and it's just nice and lightweight. And this one was $37.99, so definitely not the cheapest, but not bad, and so far the quality feels pretty good. Filming this a little bit later in the day than usual, so I am having an energy drink, and Alani New just came out with the juicy peach. So good. And you know, anything that's called peach I have to get because of my girl Peach. That's my cat, if you guys didn't know. A lot of people try to call her Peaches. It really irks me, especially when people like at the vet call her that too, because in her chart it says Peach. Like, that is not her name. Her name is Peach. She's one peach. She's not multiple peaches. Let's pop in with a 90 Degree. So 90 Degree by Reflex is a pretty popular Amazon brand. I've tried a lot of their stuff before. I'd say their stuff is like pretty decent quality. I'm not a huge fan of their leggings because they have like top bands and front seams, but this jacket is looking pretty good. So this is the women's lightweight full zip track jacket. I got a size medium in this one just to kind of see how a bigger size would be, if it'd be a little bit better for layering. It's $38.49, and it's made definitely of like an active material. Wouldn't really call it brush, kind of like a Lululemon Luon. Here's a close-up. So it's kind of like that in between the brushed soft and sleek performance, which I actually think is a good material for jackets. So it's got that little mock neck, which I love. It has a full zip. It looked like it would have a ventilated back, but it's actually not. It's just kind of laid over. We have zip front pockets and thumb holes, and it's looking good. I think this color is also really nice as well. Let's try it on. So I did order this in a medium just because sometimes I like a little room in my jackets. So definitely feeling like this one's a little more oversized for me. It's obviously not like baggy or huge, but sometimes it's just nice to have a little space, especially if you're trying to wear a long sleeve underneath or something. So this material definitely feels most like a Lululemon Luon or something. It's not super brushed, not as like soft to the touch as the CRZ Yoga one. We have another full length going over the hips, so super long. More zipped pockets on these, so pretty spacious zip pockets. We also have the kind of drop pockets on the inside. The zipper feels really nice, and it has that little like emergency hair tie thing on the zipper, so you can actually like take this off and it becomes a little emergency hair tie, but then you don't have as fun of a zipper. Same mock neck. I would suggest true to size on this one. Again, size up or down depending on your fit preferences. In the medium, I do just have a little more space in the arms, which is nice. It's not quite as tight. And again, we have the classic thumb holes, lots of little like vertical seam detailing on this one. And here's the back, and again, this is not like a real vent, just kind of a little overlay detail. Next, we have the Gym Rainbow workout jacket. This one is $38.99, got a size small. Some of the Amazon names just really get to me, but I saw Gym Rainbow, it reminded me of Reading Rainbow. I don't know, not liking the material so far. No. Oh, this is very thin. $38.99 for this? Absolutely not, absolutely not. You know what, let me check the reviews on this real quick. Make sure I wasn't misled. Yeah, this gets like 600 4.5-star reviews. Anyways, the idea of this one is cute, and it looked really cute on the model, but the material is just flopping for me. Like, you see how like baggy this is? It's just very flimsy. But we have a mock neck situation like the others, that little fabric that covers the zipper. The zipper quality actually looks okay. They also have hidden zip pockets as well as some thumb holes. I have shirts that are thicker than this. You can just see the material is very like flimsy. It's like not even a true marled fabric that's like woven into the fabric. It's like printed on, and you can just see how thin it is. Like, this is a jacket. You shouldn't be able to see me through the jacket. So we'll try it on, but I'm not thinking that I'm gonna recommend this one. Okay, this jacket, this is why you can't trust Amazon photos sometimes, because this clearly was like a photoshopped or just stolen image, which is very common with Amazon. I can't even tell you how many times they've stolen images of me. Either it was like a copy of something that I was wearing that they were selling that definitely wasn't the exact thing I was wearing, or they've just taken my body and just photoshopped things onto it. So don't trust everything that you see on Amazon. This just feels super cheap. I feel like the combo of the zipper like doesn't really go. It's super see-through, which you almost can't really tell too much because I'm wearing black under this, but if you were wearing a bright color, it'd be an absolutely not. Sleeves are super long, which is good, and they do have a thumb hole. They have a full little mock neck zipper with one of the little zipper covers at the top. They do actually have zippered pockets, but the fabric is like so flimsy that like I feel like it wouldn't really be very good at holding anything. I mean, it's not the worst. Like, in terms of the actual construction of it, like the zipper, the zippered pockets, the thumb holes, the high neck, actually really good. The fabric is just absolutely horrible. Like, I haven't felt this cheap of a fabric in a while. And then the back is very plain. I would say true to size, this is my normal size small. I have a little bit of extra room, so you can kind of size up or down. This is if you're interested in this one at all. I like to always give sizing recommendations. Like, people will comment like, why do you even bother like giving sizing recommendations if you don't recommend something? I don't know what's gonna pique your interest, you know? Like, I don't like this fabric. If you wanna give it a try, who am I to tell you? Who am I to tell you to stop? So yeah, also very full length, goes over the hips, covers most of my butt. All right, we got another cropped one. I think this is the right brand. It's always confusing ordering from Amazon because they'll be in these packages. It doesn't say the brand anywhere. So this is the ZHENWEI women's cropped workout jacket half zip pullover. So this one's on the cheaper side. It's $29.99. I think this one was on sale when I looked at it, and size small. So this one is another cropped one, obviously, and it's kind of similar to the first one, except I think this one is going to be more fitted and the first one's more boxy. So we have that same little neckline. A lot of these are very similar. Half zip and thumb holes. This one definitely feels better quality than the last one, and this one is also made of a sleek performance type material. So here's the fabric, lightweight, sleek performance. Just like add a little layer but not be too thick and heavy. So let's give this a try. I also like how this one has like, you know, some little seam lines, just to like, I don't know, I feel like the seam lines add a little something. Okay, so here's this one. Very similar length to that first one, except this one is more of a snug fit. I do just have like a teeny bit of looseness at the bottom, but generally I would say true to size because it's pretty snug everywhere else. Snug along the bust, snug in the arms. So I'd consider this like a midi crop length with a high-waisted short here. I'm getting full coverage, but if I lift my arm, we do show a little bit of skin, so definitely not a full length, but I really do love when jackets and tops hit around here. I just think it's a flattering point because you're not like layering too much. So this one's another half zip. We have a little bit of like contour detailing. This one is also like a sleek performance material, so it's definitely lightweight, just gives you a little extra warmth. So you can wear it zipped open, a little halfway, or full send, you know. This one is definitely snug on the arms, so if you don't want it quite as snug, definitely consider a size up, but generally true to size. And the sleeves definitely feel long enough, and I also have the thumb holes. And then here is the back. So no pockets on this one. It's almost more like a shirt than a true jacket, but I think it's cute and good to have like, you know, some length alternatives. Up next, CRZ Yoga. So CRZ Yoga consistently just has like really nice quality basics on Amazon. I'm liking it. Seems like it's gonna be a little warmer. Here's the material, kind of like a brushed, almost kind of like a thin, like sweatshirt type material. Size small, this one's $40. CRZ Yoga is one of those brands that I think charges a little bit too much. Like, are we trying to be affordable on Amazon? But I thought this one was a little bit different and cute. So it is a full length jacket and it has a hoodie, but I really liked that it had this little like raised, like almost mock neck section with the hoodie, kind of keep your neck warm. It's got little hoodie drawstrings. It has thumb holes. So far, we don't have any hand pockets on any of these. Kind of a bummer. And is this a little hidden pocket in the back? That would be nice. It is, it's a hidden pocket in the back, okay. And it's a zippered hidden pocket. That's really nice. Also, I take it back. It does kind of feel like more like a brushed legging material, so not quite hoodie weight. Okay, this one is feeling nice. First of all, just putting it on, it's like a nice brushed legging style material. So if you're into more of like a soft jacket, I did get a small in this one and it's going to be pretty snug. I just wish in general, a lot of these brands would have just like a little more space in the arms because they can be pretty snug. Maybe I just have bigger arms for a size small. I don't know, but I feel like they're generally very snug on everyone's arms. We have thumb holes, which is awesome. And then we have a full zip. Oh, you also have the internal pockets like that you can just drop something into in there. I'd say the fit is like semi-fitted, like I have a little bit of space towards the bottom here, so generally true to size. But for a lot of the things today, if you're in between, just kind of choose if you'd rather have a little more space or a little more snugness. I think you probably could size down in this one in a pinch. Zip pockets, and I like that they're actually kind of like covered zip pockets. The zipper quality feels really good. CRZ Yoga can definitely be one of the pricier Amazon brands, which is always kind of a bummer. Like some of their jackets are like $50. I'm like, at what point is this even affordable anymore? But they do have good quality. I love a zip pocket. We even have like a little hidden like mini pocket inside of these. And then we have a hood. Is the hood detachable? No, hood is not detachable. Okay, here is the back. I feel like finding a hooded jacket like this can be kind of tough. And then if we zip it up all the way, I really liked that it had this like higher kind of like mock neck in addition to the hood. It has the little drawstrings. And here's the hood on. Not the largest hood. I hope that didn't like destroy my hair or anything. But yeah, definitely a fan of the fabric of this one. I love the neck. Everything's pretty good about it and it feels good quality as well. Okay, I have been dying to try this one. So this is the Gym People brand. I think I bought my Christmas leggings from this brand. And ooh, okay, this is feeling pretty good. I have tried Amazon jackets that are kind of similar to the Lululemon Scuba, but the material was a little bit more legging-like and not quite sweatshirt. But this is definitely made of like a thicker, more dense like sweatshirt type material. Okay, this is actually pretty nice. So the brand is the Gym People, and this was $37.99, size small, and it definitely looks like it's going to have an oversized fit. Has a nice oversized hood as well, and it's a half zip with a little kangaroo pocket. Oh, it has thumb holes too. So here's the material close up. It's like a kind of thicker sweatshirt type material, and we have like a soft fleece lining as well. So I think this one's actually gonna be pretty good. Looks better than the ones I've tried before. Let's try it on. All right, so here's the jacket. First of all, this is a small, so we do have kind of a boxy oversized fit, so kind of flexible with sizing, although small is the smallest they make, so if you're really small, it's gonna just be oversized. We have a kangaroo pocket here. This material is made of a 50% cotton, 50% polyester, so there's no stretch to it, so you really wanna make sure that you do have a little bit of space in the sizing, just so it's not snug anywhere. That being said, it is actually a pretty thick, warm material. Sometimes sweatshirts can be like a little bit thin, but they definitely did a good job making this one feel like a classic sweatshirt material with like the brushed fleece lining. So there are thumb holes on this one, but for me, the sleeves just about reach my wrist and they don't have any stretch. So to wear the thumb holes, it definitely pulls the sleeves down quite a bit and feels a little bit tight. So if you have really long arms, just keep that in mind. The thumb holes are also like, I don't know, they just feel pretty small. So it's just a little tight on the thumbs. So if I were to wear this, which I still think everything else about it is cute, I probably wouldn't wear the thumb holes because this section, the wrist, doesn't have any stretch to accommodate that. It would have been nice to see like a ribbed kind of stretchier portion at the wrist. So it is a half zip, so you can wear it open like this, and you have the hoodie in the back, or you can zip it kind of most of the way. This is probably how I would wear it, just for a little extra warmth, or you could zip it all the way, and the neck does go up pretty high here. We're getting a little turtleneck situation, so I don't know, just for comfort's sake, I probably would leave this open so the collar kind of flaps like this. But yeah, cute, a little oversized, just would be maybe a little bit better if they added a little stretch. And lastly, we have the Gihuo women's athletic full zip workout jacket. Oh, this one's the cheapest one yet. This is $23.90, size small. This one, it definitely feels a lot more lightweight than the other ones. And I don't know, it just seemed like very small in the package. So, I mean, the quality feels better than that one that we tried. So this one also seems like semi-cropped, a little bit on the longer side. We have a full zip, little mock neck, and it's definitely like that Lululemon Luon type material, like not quite brushed, not quite sleek performance. So here it is, kind of a more lightweight, pretty thin material. This is the last one of the day. We still don't have hand pockets, just thumb holes. It's like affordable brands cannot make hand pockets, so disappointing. And we also have no pockets. That is kind of a deal breaker for me. I really need a pocket in my jackets, because or else like, why are you wearing a jacket, you know? I want to have a zip pocket to keep my phone or keys nice and secure. And then we have a full zip. This one's a size small, let's try it on. Very similar to that second or third jacket we did that was like kind of a similar cropped length, but that one was a half zip. This one is a full zip. So this is a size small. Material is different as well. This one is a little more similar to the 90 degree, a little more like a Lululemon Luon type fabric, not a sleek performance and not super brushed. So a little warmer than a sleek performance, but it's still definitely a light layer. So we have kind of a midi crop length, not showing any skin, just relaxed, but you do show a little skin when you raise your arms. And I would say generally a pretty snug fit. So this is a small and it's pretty snug everywhere. So true to size if you want it to be snug, but if you're in between, I would choose a size up. Mock neck with no hood. I honestly don't wear hoods that much, so I prefer my things without hoods. And I think the length of this mock neck is good. Some of the other ones today were like all the way up to like my chin. I like just, you know, a little bit here. But again, no pockets on this one, so kind of a bummer. Sleeves are long and very stretchy. We do have thumb holes. They're a little snug on the thumb holes, but it's stretchy, so little scoop detail on the sides. So it's a little bit longer in the front and a little bit in the back. But I was worried this one would feel kind of cheap, but it actually feels pretty nice. In some lighting though, I feel like the color match of the zipper isn't quite right. Okay guys, that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely can be hit or misses with Amazon. Usually I'm pretty good at looking at a website description and knowing if something is going to be good or not, but that little white marl jacket fooled me. I was fooled. I thought that that was going to be decent. Fabric, absolutely not good. I feel like everything else is actually really nice. Probably my favorite one was that Sears Yoga one. I just liked that little high neck. I'm not necessarily always a fan of the hood, but the way the neckline went, I just really liked it. So probably would recommend most of these. Give this video a thumbs up if you made it this far, and if you have any suggestions of other things you'd like me to review, as always, comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!